Hello, everybody. It's time to get back into the Big Bad Butte. And I still don't have Power Lily. So... one moment. Right, out of these, I think it has to be Cold Snapdragon. Hello, Herlock. Hello, Jared. Cold Snapdragon is just the way to go here. And let's put on some appropriate music for this Gargantua level. No chicken wranglers. Now, even though I did pick Cold Snap, I don't think I'm likely to use it, because I think Frozen Pear will probably do better overall. Oh, my day's fine. So let's see, I just need to get back into the headspace, because it's been a couple of weeks. Where's Bowling Bulb? I'm going to go all in on safety at this point. So, Imitator Time Warp is likely to be a common sight until I can find myself... Oh, I was supposed to do Twin Sun when it's not a chicken level. Oh well. Yeah, Imitator Time Warp is going to be a common sight until I can find Power Lily. Goodbye, Imp. Wait, there are chickens? How? How did you hide? What? Am I crazy? Was it perfectly hidden behind the Gargantua? I guess it's a good thing I brought Primal Sunflower after all. Oh gosh, it's a good thing this is one flag. These plants are not good against chickens. I wasn't blind, right? Neon Mixtape Tour is getting reworked in Reflourished? What? Reworked how? That's unlike Reflourished. You sure that wasn't something they sent on April 1st? Come on, Frozen Pears, carry the chicken defense for me. I need to be more observant. There must have been some sort of a tell that this level had chickens. Oh, the music, not like the levels. Okay, yeah, that I could see happening. I could see them doing that. That feels very reflourished. Well, okay, honestly, head butter is a little bit tempting here. Because I don't think begonia is going to be of any use. If there's anything that might have a niche here, it's probably head butter. No gargantuars, but there are visible chickens this time. I am definitely going to look back on the footage after this stream, because I could not spot a chicken wrangler on that last seed select. Cold Snap Infinite. There we go, I'm going to be getting some Cold Snap usage now. And I think pair it with Tiger Grass. And obviously Laser for full-on safety. Yeah, begonia would have been a funny choice, but I don't think it would have been a worthwhile choice, honestly. Another one flag. Maybe it's trying to make up for the amount of really long levels in the last stream. I would prefer 2 flag over 1 flag, though. Because I really don't exactly have plant food to burn. I can literally just let that prospector go. The fact I'm even able to build up a defense here with the limited sun I have is actually kind of impressive. Oh, seriously? Okay, that'll be my plant food for the level then. Yeah, they can't screw the music. The pianos have no power. Wintermelon! I don't even know how much use this will get. I think without Power Lily, I'm not even sure I can actually work with Wintermelon. Because I just don't have Sun. I could do it. I'll give it a go. I will definitely be pairing it with, not Imitator Wintermelon, no, that would be dumb. I'll definitely be pairing it with Imitator Time for safety because it is so experimental. Because, yeah, I have no way of knowing how well this will actually work. And I will need a good way of dealing with chickens, which I feel Frozen Pear is generally a good choice for. And of course, I'll bring the staples of Teleportator and Shrinking. Three flags. I will immediately use one plant food. Just the one, though. And then I can Teleportato, I think? Yes. I might just, like, time warp the Prospector if it doesn't get caught by Frozen Pear. Okay, good. No need for a time warp then. I definitely have a bit of a problem with early pianos in this strat. I'm gonna have to do some cart stalling on this Garg. get out of here. Oh wow, that Garg got shredded down to half health fast. I love bowling bulbs, but sometimes they're maybe a little too good, because I want to try and shrink most Gargs before they can throw their imps. I can't really use turbo mode because there's so much micromanagement. Ah. Ooh, an imp must have eaten that bowling bulb. Okay, that went incredibly smoothly. Even without Power Lily for an early game Sun boost, it does seem Wintermelon is still worth bringing. I just realised I had Loonboon playing instead of Zombotany for that Garg level. Oops. This definitely looks like another winter level. It is a little scary relying on frozen pear for the chickens, but I think it is the right move. Because laser just doesn't have damage for Gargs. Even with incredibly strong stalling, laser struggles against Gargs. Okay. I've got to be careful. That was absolutely awful timing and positioning on the chicken wranglers. Like, wow. I was perfectly prepared to shrinking violet chickens that show up, and then they just show up in the path of a bulb. This is Buckethead spam. This is just Buckethead after Buckethead. Wow. Oh. See, that's why I was a little skeptical about using this as my, like, solo chicken counter. How is that Gargantua still alive? Oh, come on. Seriously, what is that Gargantua doing? You are shrunken and being beaten down by a wintermelon and a bowling ball. How? Thank you. Okay. And now I win. That was a very scary level. But then most of them are at this point, when I don't have Power Lily to fall back on. Okay. Power Lily. Ah! Chicken double ball gog. Okay. This is going to have to be stalling with something that's really good at Garg stalling, not winter. Because I can't use frozen pear, so I have to use laser bean. Let me make sure the primal sun is at the start of the seed select. But yeah, I have to use laser bean, I think, is my chicken counter here now. So, Gargstall Mania. Not really a good saucer squash level, I feel. Maybe? Nah. Actually, no, I will try saucer squash here. I think it should work well if I put the infinites behind the minecarts. It is so difficult to slot in every plant I want in some of these levels. Okay, 2 flags. Let's do this. Really? Okay. I had to make sure I dealt with those chicken wranglers as effectively as possible, and it was a little scuffed, but it worked, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay. These gargantuars are not breaking through. Not if I have anything to say about it. What happens if I think I'm close enough to the end of a level and I have enough spare sun. I can just get rid of my remaining sun producers. Go all in on the Garg stall. I don't even really need any plant food in this level. I used it on a pretty weak plant food effect twice. An option to see zombies similar to PvZ3? You mean like just a list of all the zombies in level rather than on the traditional seed select? Honestly, that would help with some of the issues in PvZ2 with zombies being hidden behind Gargs. Power Lily, do you exist? Surely you exist somewhere, right? Okay, what silly strat can I go for here? Do we want to see the Great Zucchini return again? Let's do another Great Zucchini strat, because that's always fun to see. Oh, 4 flags of the Great Zucchini. The last time I did this strat, was it 3 or 4? I know it was a long level. Oh, really? That was a bit too late? Okay, that's annoying. Well, whatever. I can just do this instead. You know, the last time I did this, I didn't have prospectors. That could be an issue. Didn't occur to me. Okay, let's have these buff up my Kiwi Beast for me. Let's group everything up. And then the great zucchini can transform them all at once. Do I have to put some Kiwi Beasts at the back, just for the sake of... I might need to. You would think these Kiwi Beasts would actually be able to take out Prospectors in time, but I don't think they can. Oh, that was cheeky of you, you annoying Prospector. Okay, this could be a problem. There we go. I think I'm stable now. Are you kidding me? The Kiwi Beasts aren't enough to consistently beat these pains. Oh my... The prospectors are so annoying. The amount of coins and gems I got just there, all at once. Truly, the Great Zucchini's only real weakness is Gargantuars, I feel. It is actually just a really good plant outside of Garg levels. And yes, Kiwi Beast is also strong. I don't remember how I got the one odd coin there. Oh! Lawnmowers restored! This is the second time I've restored a mower successfully, huh? In this single endless zone, and there was I think I also did it in Far Future. So that's like third time overall. And Greg is here. This is literally like everyone is here. Okay. I can't do frozen pear. Oh, this is... Wait, what do I do for the chickens? Do I go laser? Winter and laser doesn't have the damage, surely. If I go laser, I need something that's a heavier staller for Gargs. Ah. It's gonna be laser and turkey poult, isn't it? But what about this cart? I want something heavy on there. Do I triple up on attackers? Maybe? Let's try that. This is a saucer squash level if I've ever seen one. I guess I have to forego shrinking for, like, time warp security. Okay. This is going to be hellish if this level is long. It's also probably going to be hellish if it's only one flag. 3. Yeah. Could be worse. If it was 1 or 4, I would have been horrified. But 3, I think, is manageable. Maybe I shouldn't have done Teleportato, now I think about it. Because with this cart, Saucer Squash can probably kind of solo the early game. Like, okay, you stun him instead, but I have attackers I can get down for that. Yeah, no, Teleportato is worth it, even in a level like this. Second laser beam down. No issues with that chicken wrangler. I'm gonna be very tight on space. So I think I need to try and get as much sun production going as I can. Come on, take the chicken. Good, 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 good. You got the chicken. I'm even gonna put a sun producer on the cart there. I'll get winter melons down on specifically these 2 minecarts. And then I'll try and use turkey poults everywhere. Maybe I should have... No, I've tried Imitator Saucer Squash before. It does not properly stall. It's too micro-intensive. I am just going to get extra sun going. Okay. I'm sort of stable. I do not like playing Garg levels without Shrinking Violet. Okay, dodge the imps. Do the damage that I can. Any Gargs close to the cart yet? A couple of them. How is my sun production? How am I actually maintaining sun like this? I don't think I would be able to for like a 4 flag level though. I think I'm going to start running out. I just haven't yet. This is actually kind of crazy that this is working. I'm still gaining sun. I have only 2 primal suns. I guess I'm just not using expensive instas and my plants aren't getting eaten by imps. Oh wow, there are no Gargs in the bottom row? That's extra cool. Because that means I'm stalling all of them with the Salsa Squash there. It also means it's going to be possible to like cart stall almost. Okay, not quite. Too many others on these to eat the plant on the cart. I would definitely not be able to survive this if this was 4 flags, looking at how that final wave went. I don't like Gold Bloom. I get why it might be good for low space layouts, because it gives me sun production in the late game. But I don't like using a seed slot on it. Two would have definitely been best case scenario for that level. Okay, chat. Does anyone see any sign of a chicken wrangler here? I do not want a repeat of the first level of this stream where I think there's no chicken wrangler, but there turns out to be one. I don't see any signs behind the Garg at all. I see the poncho trying to hide, but I don't care about ponchos. I'll bring Frozen Pear anyway, because it's just good. And it serves as insurance if it does turn out to be a chicken layout. Four flags. Oh boy. You think there is a chicken wrangler? Oh dear. Well, none spawned in the first 3 waves, so that's at least something. That should just kill, right? Because it's shrunken, yeah. Well, okay, I think by now I would have seen a chicken if there was one. And if there are chicken wranglers and they haven't shown up yet, I have most of my frozen pears in place, so they shouldn't be a problem. Of course I use the Shrinking Violet right before a Garg spawns. And of course you don't get caught by the Teleportato either. Yeah, I don't see any chickens. I think that was a safe level, I think. If there are none in the first flag, that should be pretty conclusive. Get bowling bulbed. I wonder if that Garg is going to go down before it can finish throwing the imp. Let's try that to finish it off. Yep, there we go. Why did I put a bowling bulb there? That ruins the symmetry. Shrink them all. That is 3 gogs in 1 row. Okay. Sure. Time warp the entire wave into one group. And watch as they crumble to nothing. Hopefully. Hello. Stop smashing the frozen pears. That's not allowed. Cease, I tell you. You have made enough progress. I could really do with shrinking plant food being easily spammable. That would make this strat so much better. Oh, of course you don't get picked up. Okay, time warp. I was hoping to try and save that for the final wave, but nope. Oh, that was a nice... I just love Bowling Bulb obliterating towards the Garks all at once. No more pesky imps. And then we have a few straggling pianos. Acid lemon, I guess. Chicken wranglers are here. But there's no balls or rodeo legends, so this will still be easy. Now, watch me eat my words as the game decides to spam chicken wranglers in the early game like they're the only zombie in the level. You know the level wants to do that. Oh boy. Well, this is why I have 2 instas that can neutralize the chicken spawns. Yeah, this is going to be one of those levels. Okay, it's like every other wave. I can handle that. I do want to try and expand forwards a bit. I put the frozen pears that far back for, like, early game safety. Just trunk it in time, cool. Let's shrink these dogs. Can I get them all into one row? Yes, I can. Our teleportato mine is truly just one of the best instas in this entire game. I love it. That is a heck of a lot of Gorg spam. I'm very glad that this is a level with a lot of space. That is just the solution to flag wave. They still managed to get all the way to the frozen pairs, though. I might have to do an extra time warp on the Gorgs from that wave. Okay. Oh my goodness, that row almost didn't trigger the Shrinking Violet because the zombies were dying in too fast. And again, with that Shrinking Violet. Okay. That wasn't actually too bad of a level. Would have been awful with a bad cart layout, though. Maybe I'll come up with something with escape route. I am so desperate for Power Lily. the game just does not want to give it to me. This is going to be one of those levels. Do I need infinite when I have turkey poult? I don't think I want to risk not having it for the Radio Legend. But if I'm ever truly desperate for seed slots, then maybe I'll drop it. Oh, this is one flag. This is... As long as I can get by without plant food, this will be fine. I don't even need wintermelon, I think. I will probably just go laser beam. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but for dealing with chicken wranglers when I'm using laser beam, I have a strat where I'll put a laser beam in one of the outer rows, and then I'll work my way along the rows from there. Because that way, if a chicken wrangler spawns in a row that's already got a laser beam in, it will only ever be releasing chickens into one unprotected row. Thank you, Gargantua, for not getting picked up by that. See, the thing with Rodeo Legends is I feel like I haven't seen a whole lot of them per wave in the levels that actually have them. Power Lily, please. Just give me the Power Lily. I've proven my worth to you. Just give me Power Lily, game. Just give me the plant that I need to solve the rest of the Endless Zone. Yeah, I think they must have adjusted the Rodeo Legend weights to be quite low, so they don't get spammed very heavily. And I like that. It's sort of like how Garg Primes usually weren't used in high quantities compared to other Gargantuars. Gargs are the only threat in this level, right? So, I mean, Winter Turkey maybe? I don't think I need Laser Bean. There is no Chicken Wrangler. Yeah, there is no Chicken Wrangler. Heck. Let's do Primal Wall. Just double, triple down on dealing with the Gargantuars, because they are literally the only threat in this level. I mean, maybe Cart Heads? Cart Heads can be surprisingly annoying sometimes. Just any Armor 4 can. Oh yeah, actually, whoever was saying Gold Bloom might be an option, I feel like surely Solar Tomato would just be better anyway. If I do bring a secondary stun producer, I'd want Solar Tomato because it stuns and probably makes more in most levels. I know Gold Bloom would be better for the early game, but I feel like I'm actually doing very well in the early game, all things considered. Damage. I don't need Time Warp here. Oh, 4 flags of this. This is going to be pure Gargantua spam. Level 66. Yeah, that's probably about right for level 66. Just pure Gargantuars. Okay, will this Poncho get kidnapped by Saucer Squash? Yes, it will. Honestly, this is probably one of the most meaningful interactions with the gimmick of Poncho Zombie that exists. Will Saucer Squash nuke it or not? Are there any ponchos with plates? Hold on. Hello? Poncho? Why do none of you have plates? Literally none of you so far. What is going on? Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna get Sun on this plant food, because I can shrink all the Gogs in this wave with one Shrinking Violet anyway. Okay, I think at this point I could almost AFK. That is an exaggeration, but I think it's just going to be a little bit of insta management, and that's it. Yeah, we have winter. We still do not have Power Lily. We did manage to get back the one lawnmower that was currently missing, so that was nice. For the most part, I've just been refining and adjusting the same few strategies based on the level. Cart layouts, and especially the combinations of zombie threats, have a huge impact on what plants I pick here. Because certain zombies are way weaker to certain plants. I mean, as far as attackers go, I've been sort of swapping between winter, laser, turkey, bowling, basically any combination of them for most levels. I've been swapping between infinite and frozen pair as a wall in most levels, and here you see I've got primal wall instead. I've been heavily prioritizing salsa squash when chicken wranglers are around, or if I've got column-wide minecarts. Zucchini I used in a level that didn't have meaningful threats because there were no gargs, and like, besides that, I think it was only chickens, which lose to Kiwi Beast anyway. So the Zucchini Kiwi Beast level was an outlier. That's just something I do when I have an opportunity to go for something off-meta and fun. Yes, I said Zucchini Kiwi Beast. It's an actually legitimately good strat when there are no gargantuars. Honestly, people sleep on Great Zucchini. After it got buffed, it became a legitimately really strong plant for non-garg levels in general. And you pair it with something that's got good area of effect, like Kiwi Beast or Laser Beam, if you want to be more normal. But Kiwi Beast works quite nicely because it's also a wall at the same time. Like, you pair it with something that's good at dealing with crowds of weak zombies, and it just completely demolishes. Ah, the greatest plant of Pyramid of Doom. I don't think you're going to be of any use here. Oh, what sweet hell is that minecart layout? Let me just say, I am grateful there are no gargantuars here. Because what is this? Excuse me? I do still hold the belief that pre-buff zucchini was still a good plant. The issue is that basically every manual in Reflourished is broken, and zucchini was just good. Now zucchini is also broken as long as there are no gargantuars in a level. I'm gonna bring Solar Tomato. Okay, Actually, this could be Kiwi Beast angle. We were just talking about it, but I think I need something short-ranged here. Because I'm gonna have so many of my plants up front. And I pair it with Winter Melon, and I should hopefully be okay. Two flags, okay. Wave 2 piano is honestly just quite nice, because that's a singular zombie to deal with. Right, when it shrunk, will it be able to insta-kill this from middle stage or not? It was not, let's go. Yeah, okay, and this is just a pretty solid win from here. It's funny that one Kiwi beast that just doesn't seem to be able to get to its final stage. If I move that winter melon away, will that get it there? There we go. Did not mean to put a winter melon there. I meant to put a shrinking violet there, but whatever. More firepower, I guess. Power Lily, where are you? Okay, Gogs are back along with chickens and rodeo legends. No prospectors, but this is still going to be an awkward loadout to deal with. What's the carts looking like? Okay. I'm thinking... I haven't been using Ice Bloom near enough. That's what I'm thinking right now. If I do this... I guess I go without Saucer Squash. There isn't a great cart to use it on. That the really long one is quite close to the middle of the lawn. I need sun a lot for this, for double Ice Bloom, which is why I've got Solar Tomato. I want to try and stall out the Gargs a lot because I'm not using huge firepower, and I'm also not using Turkey Poult. Nice wave 2 again. The ice block sliding over. Uh-oh. Red alert. Okay. I just need all the sun I can get. Everything started to go wrong because I don't have a strong enough early game to make this work without Power Lily. Oh, that was an accidental movement of the winter melon. Lesson learnt, if I want to stall the Gorgs and I don't have Power Lily, the button to click is double time warp, not double ice bloom. I can't get sun going here either, even with Solar Tomato. Oh, I lost the top. Okay. That's it. It's power-up time. Only 2 rodeo legends in the final wave. Like I say, they do not get spawned very frequently. Even for that suffering, I am not rewarded with Power Lily. Yeah, that was the level that taught me Imitator Time Warp is just the safe option. Do not try and mess around with Imitator Ice Bloom. Four flags, so I can definitely refill my plant food in this level. Wave 2 piano again. Oh wait, actually. Oh, I dug up the wrong twin sun. That's a great start to the level. Truly wonderful. need to make sure some of the turkey poults are ahead of where the imps land so that they can keep focus on the gargs. I'm going to do this to aid in the imp defense. And, so how's everyone's day? This might take a while. Honestly, you say Ice Bloom plus Time Warp. I do think Imitator Time Warp is honestly just the safe bet, and then I slot in Ice Bloom if I can. Because Imitator Time Warp can more or less just guarantee I stall Gargs till the final wave if I absolutely have to. You know what I dread? I dread the day that they actually make it so Gargs just ignore turkeys. Because that is something you can do. And I hope they don't do it for the sake of Endless. the nice level has been completed. Wow, Puff Apple will be so useful to deal with the ranged attacks in Wild West, for sure. Okay. This will be a hell level again. I don't even have... I feel like winter might be a trap here. I'm just going to do the Staller and the Laser Beam AoE. You know what? I should add you into the favourites because you are good for Endless. And then Frozen Pair, maybe? No, there's Radio Legend. It has to be infinite. Of course it has to be infinite. Why wouldn't it be infinite? And that leaves me with issues into the rest of the zombies, I feel, but I have to try. Do I go for the Imitator Time Warp for safety? Or do I think I can handle one Time Warp and bring an actual Insta? I'm definitely going to be using Time Warp. Please be a short level. 1 or 2. Oh, not 4 flags. Not on this layout with these zombies. Say psych right now. I'm not doing Twin Sun. I've made it a rule I don't do Twin Sun when there are chicken wranglers. I need the, like, bulk that comes from... yeah, I need the bulk that comes from the Primal Suns in case chickens try to slip through. Okay, that got the chicken wrangler, that's good. That was close. Oh, come on. Let's just do this. Get some breathing room. Oh, I did not see that. Attack! Okay. Now you see, the issue I have is this strat has very low damage, so it's extremely difficult to actually get kills on the zombies, the stronger ones. Technically, cart heads and bulls will generally just go down with saucer squash, especially when I've shrunken the cart heads. But the Gogs are going to be a problem. I think I need to get a time warp down. I definitely have to work towards more turkey poults despite my limited space. So I can stall a bit better and do a bit more damage too. This is... come on, come on, come on. I should have done Imitator Time Warp. I should have dropped something for it. Can this cling on for another flag and a half? That is the question, isn't it? Okay. That last, like, time warp cycle was actually kind of stable. That, I think, is a good sign. The bottom row is definitely the hardest one to defend because it's not covered by this minecart that I can saucer squash. I just have to hope I'm not going to run out of sun, which might be an issue. I want Time Warp to come off cooldown faster, please. Please, just a little bit. That was messy. And that's going to cost a lot of sun to repair. Ah! This is how disastrously bad this Endless Zone is getting because I don't have Power Lily. The funny thing is, this might be one of the worst Endless Zones to not get Power Lily in, even though it's not, like, crazy difficult at a baseline. I think the issue is the sheer variance from cart layouts. I have gotten too many Garg 4 flaggers, that is how many. Honestly, I think I've had Garg in about 80% of the levels this stream. I'm still not sure how I'm actually supposed to sort of handle Garg 4 flaggers right now when the cart layout doesn't cooperate. Okay, with the balls getting that close, I have to power up again. I'm not taking risks. Rodeo legends are mean. Right, I'm probably going to call it quits after this level. I think this has been a long enough stream. This has been a long enough stream, so I'm definitely going to... This has been an exhausting stream, these levels. Sorry for not talking much, I'm very locked in on trying to not use more power-ups. Yeah, next time I stream, I'm going to be bringing in the Tater Time Warp every level, I think, that has Gargs and a tough layout. Thanks for watching, that's it for today, and have a good day, see you next time.